everyone, welcome to Infigon Talks. My name is Shubham and I'll be the host for today's interview. So Infigon Talks is a part of Infigon Future's flagship program where mentors from various institutes motivate and inspire aspiring students across the country. So today we have Miss Deepali Sehgal, who is currently pursuing her MBA from IIM Udaipur and also holds BS/MS dual degree in chemistry from Indian Institutes of Science Education and Research, Mohali. She has also cleared her UPSC CDS exams, and along with that was also awarded an academic scholarship worth 3 lakhs. So hello Deepali, welcome to Infigon Talks.
Hello Shubham, thank you for the kind introduction.
Okay, we are immensely delighted to have you here with us. So let's dive into the questions right away then, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so my first question is, you started your course at IIM when we were right in the middle of the pandemic. So how was your experience getting through such challenging times?
Right. So I think one of the decisions that I had to make at that time was whether to drop or not, given the fact that we were in the middle of the pandemic. What will happen to the placements? And I think I was more concerned about the classes being conducted online. So we are not used to classes being conducted in an online mode. And I did not understand how the learning process will take. So how are we going to clear our doubts? Will the interaction be as good as they are in the offline mode? And moreover, all the seniors and people kept telling me that the whole experience of MBA is to be on campus. But I was at that point of time in my life where I really wanted to join a college. And I felt that it's not the same. It's the same for actually everybody, right? So we were in the same boat. So everyone, so even I am Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, all will be having online classes. So I did trust the institute, and I am that they are going to, ensure that we actually have a smooth learning experience. And I just went for it. But it was a tough decision to make, and I can say surely after completing 1.5 years here, that I do not regret it. The classes have been conducted in a very smooth fashion. In fact, I would say that because the professors know that the classes are being conducted in an online mode, the pace is very slow, and we get a lot of doubt clearing sessions, and they are very kind enough to offer us additional sessions also if we want. So it's been a smooth journey so far, and I'm so happy that I did not drop at that point of time.
Okay, so you haven't been on your campus yet?
I'm actually in my campus room. This is my hostel room.
Okay, okay.
Great, I would have moved the camera, but it's a little messy.
Yeah, no, not an issue.
Yeah.
It indeed actually was a duration for learning and unlearning things. And we are getting through it pretty nicely now. It's getting over. Nice.
Yeah. So we were called on campus. Yeah.
Please continue.
So last year, so we were called on campus, and although the classes are being conducted in the online mode, other activities have started taking place. So the competitions and other events on campus.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to the next question, you completed your BS/MS dual degree in chemistry and then chose to pursue management. So did you always have a knack for management, or what exactly was the reason behind this shift?
Right. So I would say that I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do so how is it, right? We get, we start, something in school, and then we really don't know where we are going. So although we take engineering or say any other degree, but at that time, we're not very sure, right? In school, it's usually, commerce, science, arts, you choose science, and then everybody's like, chalo, prepare for IIT, prepare for NEET. And I think I see a lot, and nothing has changed. I've seen that since I've graduated. So still I see people in school, they have taken IIT just because other peers are doing so. And nobody really knows what to do. So I was in that scenario where I was just following the crowd. But I felt that when I got into college, I was a little more focused after I completed my BS, which was like 3 years. I started to see that I have interest in management, because when I started organizing fest and events in college, I used to love the process of ideating something, getting it done, executed, working in a team. So that was the environment that actually excited me and I look forward to. So at that point of time, I got to know that I like to work in a team. I like management. I like conducting things. I like ideating things, the creative part of it. And although I would say that at I would say that ICER actually played a major part in my life because it helped me realize that I do not want to continue doing science and want to actually shift to management. Also, I feel that there we were taught not just science, but we were also offered courses in philosophy. We were offered, other courses in arts and all, which actually excited me more than science. So then I got to know, okay, something is wrong because the core courses are not as exciting for me. And I talked to my professors. I had a discussion there with other classmates. And there were some people who actually, after getting MS, most of the people go for PhDs. And there was again a point in my life where I had to make a decision, just like I had to make a decision whether I have to do, online or offline MBA.
Mhm.
And I decided that I would rather not go for PhD and sit for a management exam. And that's how I got here. So it was not a pre-planned thing, but I would say that
Mhm.
over the period of 5 years, I developed an interest towards managing things rather than, sitting in the lab and doing research.
Okay. And how did your parents react to it?
My parents have always been very supportive, I would say.
Okay.
So I have not been an easy kid, I would say, because I have
Mhm.
varied interests. So I would go to a dance class, I would play Casio, I would do drama. So I was into a lot of things. So they were always prepared that, okay, her career lines keep shifting. And at the end, they always say that do what makes you happy. We are always
Okay.
there for you.
Mhm.
And I think, yeah, so all I have to do is they give me space and time to think where I really want to go. And even after this, so they often joke that, okay, iske baad kya kare? Do you want to go for a PhD in sciences, management? Now, what is your next thing? So they keep on joking. And when I
Mhm.
say, oh, I want to learn Casio professionally, they're like, yeah, go for it. So they're very supportive in that.
Okay, great. It's fair enough to say that the decision you took then was absolutely spot on, right? I mean, it's working fairly nice for you right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next question. You have
Mhm.
also cleared your UPSC CDS exams. So
Mhm.
what exactly was the motivation behind opting for civil services, and how did your
Right.
daily schedule look like? When you were
Mhm.
preparing for your exams.
Right. So as I said that from the very start, I'm not a very focused person as to what do I have to do with my career. It keeps on changing. So I remember that after I did my MS, I had time to think and introspect.
Mhm.
And I would say that I was always inclined towards doing a government job because I feel that when so I feel that we are at a point where we can make a difference. And I would like to be in a position where I can contribute directly uh, towards the welfare of the society or something like that. And that was the motivation of being in a civil service exam, or giving an exam and being in that position. So I would say that it was again a not pre-planned thing, but something that came up to my mind at that point. And as for the preparation, it's actually quite funny that I did not prepare, diligently for UPSC, because I was actually so throughout my life, I have been a very studious and consistent person when it comes to study. So you would say that I did not prepare for UPSC in that 1 year, but throughout my life, I have been preparing for it because I have done my readings in social sciences, English, mathematics very seriously. So I have a good background and a good hold of subjects. So in the last, I remember 1 or 2 months, I got a book. I'll share the link if you want. So
Wow, that
it's
would be
like,
wonderful.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a really nice book. So if you have a good hold of subjects, I feel all you need is a good revision, right? So when you have been doing your studies seriously, all you need to do is revise, sit, and just go through it once. So I remember for the last 2 to 3 months, I just read that book. Like you read a novel. I had that book all the time, and while I'm sipping coffee or I'm having tea, I'm having lunch, I'm just reading it, casually.
Mhm.
And also, I had prepared for GRE. So my mathematics and English part revision was taken care of from that. And I was very relaxed on the examination day, I feel, because it wasn't like I did not cram much. I was composed. I knew that, I can do it. So I think that attitude also makes a difference. Not to get too stressed, oh, it's UPSC, what is going to happen. And I felt that that really helps, 2 or 3 days, just be calm. Don't take it, don't be hard on yourself.
Mhm. In fact,
Yeah.
that's such a wonderful thought, to do something for your country and for the people of the country who have given you so much, right from your birth,
Right.
isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, great.
Right.
Okay, so moving on to the next question now. We are very well aware that getting into an IIM is no walk in the park, right? And although
Yeah.
you seem to have achieved the inevitable, I'll say, I guess everyone out there who didn't make it there, or who wants to
Yeah.
be there eventually, would love to know, how does a normal day in IIM look like?
Okay. Okay. I wish I could summarize it like words are not enough to tell what life at IM is. So I know that before joining, I used to watch these videos on YouTube, Instagram. They have this a day in life. So
Mhm.
they shoot, how the day looks like, or they try to cover all the activities that they do. And I used to see that and aspire, oh, when I'm going to be in this position, maybe be on that campus. We have these movies, where they shoot at IMs and all. And it was very
Mhm.
fascinating for me. But being here is even more, is even more beautiful, I would say, because you get to experience so much. It's not just a catch, it's not about placements, it's not about friends, it's about being here um, at a position where you get to experience so much. And so I remember that during our first session with our director, Professor Janat Shah, he said that it's going to be a transformational journey at Time of Airport. And I remember, thinking about how are 2 years going to be transformational, right? I spent 5 years at ISA. Yeah, you do grow up, you change, but it's not going to be transformational, right? But I remember after term one, I felt a difference because my productivity levels have increased. As a person, I have changed. When I'm working in a team now, I am a much more composed, calm, and a more mature person, because I know that I understand people more empathetically. It has taught it so much, I would say. And you don't even get to know. It's just you feel a difference after some time. And I was talking to my friend yesterday and telling her that I wish the MBA was for 4 years, because I would not want to leave this journey. And there's so much to learn, I feel, from your peers, from your professors, and the classes are so much fun. So they are so interactive that sometimes I feel that, oh, why are they getting over? I don't want this course to end. There was so much to learn. So your question was that how is a normal day, right?
Mhm.
So we wake up. What happens is that we get a class schedules beforehand. So depending on that, our daily schedule changes. We have submissions deadlines. So if my submission is at 12, after that we usually hang out, go for a walk, chill with friends, and post that. Sometimes the discussions are so good when you're sitting with your peers about your life, what are you going to do next. I think that is also a part of MBA that I'm going to really miss, interacting with people who are so intellectual, who have different life experiences. They come from different walks of life. Some people have work ex, some people are from different areas. They have their own journeys, their own take on corporate life.
Mhm.
Suppose that we chill for some time, then in the morning we go for breakfast. So what I do is I maintain a to-do list. So after I have my breakfast, I write down the tasks that I have for the day. Like today after this interview, I have to prepare for my examination, and then I have a deadline to make. So I do that, and in between those things, we actually play. We have a foosball
Table.
like a place here. Yeah,
Mhm.
foosball table. So we go there, we chill there, play for some time. Then
Wow.
we go for coffee, we go for a walk. It's so much fun here. So life at MBA, I would say, in one word, it's actually epic.
Wow, it really must be very exciting for you guys in there, isn't it?
It
And
is, yeah.
you summed it pretty much very well for others who haven't got an opportunity to be there. Okay,
Yes. So
so
it's all actually worth. My last line would be like, it's actually all worth it. I know when you're preparing for an exam, when you're sitting at home, sometimes you feel demotivated and you're like, okay, it's too much pressure. I don't want to do this. But when you're there, it's actually so much fun. Um, it's also studies are also there, placements are there, but it's also so
Mhm.
much fun. So just don't give up. And also I feel that even if you don't crack CAT, just don't be disheartened, because I remember I prepared for
Mhm.
GRE and there I ended up getting a score of just 310 on 340, whereas I was expecting 320 or above. And I felt at that time, oh, why did I prepare for all this? But that preparation actually helped me clear UPSC. It helped me clear CAT. So preparation never goes waste. You're preparing
Mhm.
for one thing, but you never know what the universe has planned for you. So just do your best at whatever you're doing.
Wow, that was a wonderful tip. Uh, let's move on to the next question. So, uh, I mean, you have pretty much summed it up, but I want a particular answer, So, how
Yeah,
has
yeah.
doing MBA helped you personally in your career?
Right. So I would say that what MBA, so the skills that MBA provides you is with, first of all, you get to work in a team culture. All our group
Mhm.
projects, everything that we do on campus, it's in a group. You are hardly alone in any project. So it teaches you how to work in an environment of diverse people. Sometimes you have to be a team leader where other people are not as motivated as you are, maybe. Sometimes you have to be a follower. There is a person who is more qualified, has a more expert take on something, and you have to follow the instructions. So it teaches you to be a leader as well as to be a follower. Second skill, I would say that it teaches you how to communicate and put yourself in a better position, I would say, because in classes we have to interact with professors all the time. Then we have to give interviews and placements and all. So, and they actually prepare you for that. So there are other sessions that we have besides their academics, which teaches you how to present yourself in a better way. And thirdly, I would say that the subjects, they do not just teach you marketing, finance, they teach you life, because you relate. So you can actually relate. So when they teach you about a brand is not just say Zara or Apple. A brand is also Dipali, a brand is also Shubham. So it teaches you how to position yourself in the market. Market here is the world. So I can totally relate to, whatever they teach us about products or services to our life as well. So I feel that you get to understand life also in a better way. And so that's all. And I think other thing that it teaches you is how to manage time. So I remember that before I joined MBA, I used to study, I used to do things. But now I have learned how to do smart work. The productivity level actually increases. Sometimes at the end of the day, I am surprised, oh, I've done all these tasks in this period of time. And also I've spent time with my friends. So it actually teaches you how to manage schedule and, have a work-life balance.
Oh, okay. So it basically helps for an overall development of a human being, right?
Right, it does.
Great. Okay, so finally coming to our last question, what advice would you like to give to the aspiring
Mhm.
students who happen to have interest in management, and few
Mhm.
exclusive tips to get into IIM?
Okay. So as I said that first of all, the first step is to clear the written exam, right, CAT? So focus
Mm.
on that. I did not take a coaching, as I said, that I prepared for GRE, so I'm not the best person to have a take on how to prepare for CAT. I was just preparing for other exams, and that helped me clear CAT. Secondly, as per the interview, I would say that when I cleared CAT, we had like a month or a month and a half to prepare for the interviews. That I can really tell you. So again, I got hold of I think 2 to 3 books that summarize everything in a great fashion. Again, I said that I have always been a person who has been consistent with the CATs. So I did not need to learn from the start. I just need to revise the concepts.
Mhm.
So I can again share the link of the books, and they were actually very helpful. So that 1.5 months, I remember what my day looked like was in the morning, I used to get up, take 2 to 3 newspapers, read them for at least 4 hours, make notes. That is very important because see, you will have your interviews after 1.5 months, and it's practically not possible for you to remember what you have read in the newspaper on the first day. So maintain notes. That is very important because in the last week, all you have to do is just go through the notes. So I used to read the newspaper for 4 hours. after that, I used to revise the concepts. So I did a revision of my chemistry textbooks as well, because in the interviews they ask you about a CATs, if you've done a BTech, BSc, whatever. And then I also learned about, I did a revision for social sciences, and general concepts. What are the happenings in the world? So just read a lot of stuff, I would say, in that period of time. And on the interview day, I remember I had my interview for IIM Kozhikode first. That was my first ever interview for IIM, and I was so nervous because I knew that there was so much at stake. If I jeopardize this interview, I will never get into an IIM. So this was my take when I was going for the interview, and it did not help. I was so nervous. I could not even crack simple questions, and they could just see it in me. And so after that interview, I had my interview for IIM Udaipur and other CAP IIMs. And that day, my take was so different. I was like, it's okay. I got here like with everything that I've done, and even if I don't get through it, I know I'm going to do something with my life. So it's okay. Let's not take too much pressure on this. And I went with a clear head and a very chill attitude. And I think this really helped. So don't stress on the interview day is all I would say.
Yeah, that was a very crucial message from the point of view of students as well, who are aiming to get into top management colleges. And I must say, and I'm pretty confident that this will surely help everyone watching us right now.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Deepali. We are aware that your exams are around the corner and you still manage to take out time and share your thoughts with us.
No problem.
We genuinely appreciate it. And we wish you all the very best for your exams and all your future endeavors as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom.
It was indeed a pleasure to have you as a student mentor. So here we conclude our session. With this, see you next time with another thrilling interview. Until then, for what it's worth, drop a like, share, and subscribe to Infigon Futures. Thank you so much.